Have you ever wondered, why do we sleep at night? Why not during the day? And why do we need sleep at all? The answer might surprise you. Almost all living creatures on Earth rest in some form. Humans, birds, animals, and even some insects enter a sleep-like state. But why? The reason is an amazing system inside our bodies. It is called the circadian rhythm. Simply put, it is a natural clock inside our body. This clock works on a 24-hour cycle. When the sun rises in the morning, light enters our eyes and reaches the brain. Then, the brain sends a message to the body. Wake up, it's time to be active. As a result, we become more alert. Our sleepiness decreases. Our body temperature rises slightly. Our brain becomes more active. But as evening approaches, things begin to change. Darkness starts to increase. Less light reaches our eyes. Then, a small part of the brain starts working. It releases a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is often called the sleep hormone. When this hormone is released, we begin to feel sleepy. Our eyes feel heavy. We start yawning. Our body prepares for rest. But here's another interesting fact. Sleep is not just rest. Even while we are sleeping, our body continues to do a lot of work. For example, throughout the day, our brain receives a huge amount of information. Things we see, things we hear, things we learn. All of it needs to be stored. Sleep plays a very important role in this process. The brain organizes and stores important memories. That is why getting good sleep before an exam helps you remember what you studied. While we sleep, damaged cells in the body are repaired. Muscles recover. The immune system becomes stronger. In other words, even while we are asleep, our body continues working to keep us healthy. Now here's a question. What happens if we do not sleep for several days? First, we become tired. Then, our concentration decreases. We start forgetting even small things. We become more irritable. Our performance drops. If we continue to get poor sleep for a long time, health problems may develop. That is why doctors recommend getting enough sleep every day. Adults generally need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep. Children need even more. Now, here's another interesting fact. Some people work at night. For example, doctors, nurses, and security guards. They stay awake and work during the night. But their bodies are naturally designed to be awake during the day and asleep at night. That is why people in such professions need to manage their sleep carefully. What about our ancestors? Thousands of years ago, there was no electricity. People would go to sleep shortly after darkness fell, and they would wake up with the sunrise. That is why our body clock evolved to follow light and darkness. But today, things are different. Smartphones, televisions, computers, they produce bright light even at night. This can confuse the brain. The brain may think, maybe it's still daytime. As a result, melatonin production is delayed. That is why using a phone late at night can make it harder to fall asleep. So, reducing screen time before bed is a good idea. And finally, the main reason we sleep at night is our body's natural biological clock. When darkness falls, the brain releases melatonin. This makes us feel sleepy. Sleep allows our body and brain to recover and regain energy. So sleep is not just rest. It is one of the most important processes for our health. So from today onward, do not ignore your sleep, because good sleep is the foundation of good health. And here's a question for you. Do you know why we dream? Let us know in the comments.